Hey, what's up, everyone? I am live. Yes, live today. I just want to welcome you to my YouTube channel and to tell you if you have not yet subscribed, smash that subscribe button, okay? Smash that subscribe button, kick the like button on this video and all of my other videos. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload new content. Again, as usual, this is an unannounced live stream. My life has been a little hectic, a little busy, so I'm really not able to schedule the live streams, but hopefully, in the near future, I can subscribe. I see I have a few people joining in with me today. If you could just type in what city and state you're joining in from, I would appreciate it. I definitely would, because I like to keep track of, who all am I reaching, how far am I reaching. So if you don't mind, you can do that for me, okay? And again, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my second channel also, even though my second channel is for instructors. It's a lot of good information on my channel that will help you, the nurse aid student and candidate. So why am I doing this video? I just wanted to talk to you all, give you all a little bit of information. I did have one subscriber to ask several questions, and I just felt that it was best for me to do a video to answer, all of their questions that they had. So I'm going to start out with answering their questions, and then I'm going to talk to you all about testing, specifically about the certain, the types of skill steps that are incorporated into your testable skills. Okay. So one question I had was, oh wait, hold up. You know what? Hold up. Let me step back a minute here. I just want to congratulate everyone. I know I have not uploaded any congratulatory presentations. Like I said, I've been really, really busy for the past couple of months, but I want to congratulate all of you new angels. Yes, all of you that have successfully passed your state certification exam. And just offhand, hey, Waldig. Let me get this back up here. Yes, Wailing, hi, how are you from Colorado? All right. I'm still receiving a lot of comments, people thanking me, thanking my channel, my videos, because they were instrumental in helping them pass their state certification exam. So all of you who have passed in July, August, September, October, congratulations, you smashed that CNA exam. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Continue to spread the word about my channel. Guys, I am almost at 6,000 subscribers. Yes, I think I need like 2,300 more to get to 6,000. And, I can see myself getting there in like the next month and a half. But I can get there much sooner if you spread the word, right? Spread the wealth. That's what I say. Spread the wealth. If my channel is helping you, it will help others too. Okay. So spread the word about my channel. Before I get started, also, I just want to thank all of you for your prayers for my husband. We need continued prayers. He's still in the hospital. They're still doing his pre-transplant workup. This transplant is basically just to, determine whether or not he's, a good candidate for the heart transplant. The committee has already met, and they did not say no, okay, which is a good thing. They did not say no, but my husband is still not strong enough for the transplant. So they want his heart to get a little bit stronger, and also his kidney function to increase a little bit more. Because if he were to have the heart transplant now, either two things: he could die on the operating table, or it could shoot his kidney, that one kidney that he has, that is working and functioning, and he'd be on dialysis for the rest of his life. So for none of that to happen, Lord, we don't want any of that to happen. They, want they want his heart to get stronger and his kidney function to increase. So right now they have him on inotropes. He cannot have a VAD. That's a ventricular assist device, because that will just blow his right ventricle. That's how bad his ventricles are. And so they're thinking about, once, that medication, the inotrope, starts working, they're thinking of actually putting an IABP, that's a intra-aortic balloon pump, temporarily, to help with the contractility of his heart. So you all please continue to pray for my husband, continue to pray for me and my family. I, as his wife, want him here on this earth. His daughter, Gabby, she needs him. She still needs him. She just turned 10 on Hallow Eve. And we're actually celebrating her birthday today. So this is going to be a quick live stream, because I do have to get started preparing for her celebratory birthday. And then I'm on my way off to the hospital again to spend time with my husband. So please continue to keep my husband and me and my family in your prayers. Hi, lady. Ivy, hi, from Virginia. All right, so Ivy just graduated CNA class, her CNA class. Thank you so much, Ivy. Thank you for your prayers. I really appreciate that. Kendra, thank you so much for your prayers. Oh, wow. Awesome. Kendra actually challenged the boards just from watching my videos. She passed both the written and the skills. Hey guys, I just, y'all are sending me prayers and you're sending me thank yous. I'm, right back at you. I'm like so delighted that my videos are instrumental in your passing. Really, I am. And, I know I say this all the time, but I have no words. Really, I don't. It just, it melts my heart to know that I'm reaching and connecting with so many people that I don't even know. I haven't even met. You don't know me. Well, you know me a little bit. You know how I look, right? But I don't know how you look, right? But I'm just so happy that I'm able to help so many people in so many different places, here in the United States and abroad. So, wow, I'm just like, it's kind of sort of overwhelming, but much appreciated. I'm just glad I can be there to help you all. So I'm going to get started with this video. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I do have one more announcement, and then I promise I will get started with this live stream. I am actually, a company has come to me with a collaboration offer. It's all about socks. And so I am seriously thinking about collaborating with them. They're actually going to be sending me some socks to test out. And once I get them tested out, if their socks do what they say they do, I will most likely collaborate with them. So, future videos will have collaboration, or collaboratory information about their company. Hopefully they'll give me some giveaways to give to you. Yes, to give away to you, and maybe some discounts that you can use when you purchase their socks at All About Socks. Thank you so much, Wailing. Thank you. Thank you so much for your prayers. Okay, so that is going to be in the future, the near future sometime. Hopefully we can get, come to an agreement with the collaboration offer. And again, Hi, Anna. Hi. Yes, you made it into this live stream. It's been a while, Anna, since I heard from you. I hope everything is going good with you. I hope you are still employed and doing well as a CNA. Hey, Anna. All right. Glad to have subscribers here that have been subscribers a while on my channel. If y'all have not subscribed to my second channel, I will, once the video processes, I will put the link to my second channel. You can go ahead and subscribe to my second channel. It is for nurse aid instructors, but a lot of the training videos I put on that channel will also be helpful to you all. So please subscribe to that channel also. I'm trying to get that channel to grow like this one is growing, okay? There was one more thing that I wanted to tell you all, and I have forgotten. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this video. That's great, Anna. I'm glad to hear that you are doing well. Yes, Anna is drawing blood in a clinic. Yes, isn't that awesome? Hey, guys. Even though, we as instructors, we have to train you on long-term care and, what your role and responsibilities are in a long-term care or rehab facility. You can work anywhere. You can work anywhere. Anna is now working in a clinic and she is drawing blood. You work in these inpatient, outpatient clinics. You can go to work in hospitals. You're going to be doing so much more than what you would be doing in a long-term care or rehab facility. In the hospitals, clinics, you're going to be doing EKGs. You're going to be drawing blood. You're going to be doing so much more. You may even be inserting Foley catheters. Yes, you are proof of that, Anna. You are. You definitely are. You have your career as a CNA, even though we train you for long-term care, isn't just long-term care. You can work anywhere. You can work anywhere, okay? And I always try to, encourage my students to start out in a hospital setting because they're going to get like a lot more experience, especially those who want to continue their career path and climb that career ladder. Maybe they want to become an LVN or an RN, maybe a nurse practitioner or a PA. I have some students that want to become physicians and surgeons. So, once they get their certification, I encourage them, hey, go, apply at a hospital. And that way you're going to get almost like some pre-nursing experience, okay? But on to this video. So I had a subscriber that had asked several questions regarding mouth care, denture care, and feeding, and also, ask questions about the NAES. So I just want to answer those first before I get into the Bible, okay, the Nurse Aid Candidate Handbook. So one of the questions was regarding the demonstration, my demonstration video, where, when I placed the clean barrier and I put all of my supplies on that barrier, the subscriber's question was, hey, I noticed that the barrier got wet, okay? Will that, and this subscriber is an instructor, will that affect my students from passing that skill, or will it have any, adverse, effect or results when it comes to the indirect care skill of infection control? The answer to that question is no. Your clean barrier is gonna get wet, because you emptied, you rinsed the lid in the cup and you pre-filled the cup with water, you set it down, the outside of the cup is going to be wet. So the clean barrier is going to get wet. Even in a real life situation, your clean barriers get wet. But the key is that it's getting wet with clean, not with dirty, okay? So that will have no effect when it comes to infection control, okay? It won't have any negative, test results for that. The next question was in regards to mouth care, when draping the person with a towel. And remember, it has to be a towel, a cloth towel. It specifically states that in the nurse aid candidate handbook or your Bible, okay? It cannot be a washcloth, okay? You know, the little 9x9 washcloth. It has to be a towel. So do you drape it? Is it okay for you to drape that towel? You know, the clothing protector with gloved or ungloved hands. It doesn't matter, okay? What matters is that the candidate is wearing gloves before they start brushing the teeth, okay? So you can always tell my students, go ahead and prep everything. Prep your toothbrush, you know, moisten it with water, put the toothpaste on it, set it down, bristles up, you know, on your table or in the emesis basin. Go ahead and drape the client with the towel. And then when you're ready to brush their teeth, then you don or put on your clean gloves and start brushing their teeth. Okay. So it doesn't matter whether, you know, you prep with gloves or you prep without gloves. Okay. So hopefully that answered your questions. Oh, thank you, Anna. Thank you so much for giving me prompts. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that's what you want to do. Now, I do want to tell you this in this skill or any skill that requires you to wear gloves, such as mouth care or pericare or modified bed bath. If you start cleaning the person without gloves, before you actually touch that person. So let's take mouth care for instance. So this is my toothbrush and I'm going to that person's mouth before that toothbrush reaches their mouth. That NAE is going to stop you and he or she will tell you you need to put on gloves. Okay, so they're going to remind you. If that NAE has to remind you to put on gloves, you cannot self-correct. You will automatically receive a no for that step, okay? So that doesn't mean that you're going to fail this skill. It just means that you're not going to receive credit for that step if the NAE has to remind you to put on gloves, if they have to remind you to take off your gloves, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? The putting on and taking off of gloves cannot be self-corrected if that NAE has to remind you to do so, okay? Another question was in regards to feeding, whether or not, and we don't call them bibs, right? Because we're, you know, in reality, real life, you're talking about a, you know, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100-year-old person. And you don't want to say, oh, I'm putting a bib on them. What you want to say is you're putting a clothing protector on them, right? Something that will protect their clothes from any food that may fall or, you know, drinks, liquids that may fall. Instead of dirtying up their clothes, it's going to dirty up the clothing protector, right? So that we don't refer to them as bibs. But the question was, for feeding, do we have to place a clothing protector? And the answer is no. Nowhere in the Bible does it state the candidate, you know, has to or is required to place a clothing protector on the person before feeding. Okay, so the answer to that question is no, it's not required. There are videos out there, folks. There are a lot of skills videos out there, even some for Pearson VUE. And this is why I started this channel, because I was very particular. I watched, oh my gosh, I don't know how many videos, and I just could not find one that mimicked the skills in Pearson VUE's Nurse Aid Candidate Handbook. And so that's why I started my own channel. And I know I've told y'all this story before, but I'm gonna tell y'all again. I started it just for my students, and it has blown up to this. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited where my channel is headed. So you don't have to, it's really important that as instructors, we train our students, you know, for the testable skills as what is in here. So you don't want to add in, acts that you would perform in real life. That's just going to take away from their time. Okay. So these other videos that are out there, a lot of times they're demonstrating how the CNA should perform nursing tasks in real life, okay, in real life. And let me tell you, what you do in real life is totally different than what you do in testing, okay? It really is totally different, okay? So you don't want to, confuse your students demonstrated in some of the videos out here on YouTube and Google, and then they go and they, review their candidate handbook, and they're like, well, this doesn't say to put a clothing protector on, but this video is showing us that a clothing protector is needed. Well, it's because that video is what you do in real life, not what is required for you to do in testing. All of my videos here on my channel is testing, okay? Testing. Now, I do have some remediation videos for real life. I think I just have a couple, but I have it in a different playlist. So all of my videos under the nurse aid candidate training playlist is testable skills, okay? How you should perform the skills in testing, all right? So Vaughn, I hope I answered all of your questions. Hopefully you're watching this live stream. If not, hopefully, you'll watch the replay, okay? Because I am answering your questions for you. Now, when it comes to the NAEs, okay, how are the NAEs? Are they, hi, Betsabeth, how are you? You did your test yesterday and you passed. Oh my gosh, congratulations to you. That's wonderful. I'm so glad. I am. It stokes me. I'm like completely stoked when my videos are instrumental in you're passing your CNA certification exam. So congratulations to you. I'm sorry, I keep hitting this microphone. I'm not used to wearing it, but I keep hitting it. But congratulations. That's awesome. It really is. Now with the NAEs, let me tell you, there are some NAEs that are very personable. I mean, really, they will make you feel at home, right? And that will boost your confidence level, right? And then you have some NAEs that are not, personable, okay? And so I tell my students, that really shouldn't matter. That's a non-factor, whether the NAE is personable or whether they're not. It's really a non-factor. What's a factor, an essential factor, is that you, the nurse aid candidate, or if you're an instructor watching this video, your students are competent in the skills, okay? Because once they're competent, they're going to be confident. And their focus should not be on that NAE unless that NAE is talking to them, right? And giving them instructions. But during their skills performance, their focus needs to be on what they are doing, not what the NAE is writing down on that clipboard, or, that NAE is moving from here to here. That shouldn't matter to them. Their focus needs to be on what they are doing. But to answer your question, there are going to be some NAEs that are personable, that will, talk to the students. There are going to be some NAEs that may clear their throat, if they see that the candidate is, doing something that they shouldn't be doing. Maybe they should put on gloves and they haven't put on gloves. So they're clearing their throat to, and I tell my students, if you hear an NAE clear their throat, think about what you're doing, okay? Think really quick about what you're doing. Look and see. You may be getting ready to omit a step. Maybe you have not put on gloves. Maybe you have not given the person the car light. If they clear their throat, okay, think about what you're doing. You have some NAEs that will, actually help the student. They may, you're turning like for a peri-care or positioning on side, you have to turn the client. Maybe they'll go over there and help you, turn. Some NAEs will actually take your soiled supplies and put them in the designated dirty area for you, right? You have some NAEs that won't say anything to you unless they have to give you certain instructions and directions. And they just stand there and, they're expressionless, right? Those are the NAEs that will make your student or you, the candidate, even more nervous, right? And feeling more a little uncomfortable. But again, it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't. Like, your focus shouldn't be on them. Your focus should be on what you are doing and what you are performing, okay? I also had a question. It was really a good question. It was not my student, but a student at our training site that actually asked, how do we know when we're competent in the skill? Like, if we keep, forgetting a step or performing something incorrectly, how do we know when we're competent? And I actually did an interactive activity with my kids yesterday, where I had all the testable skills in a little bucket. And I went spinning around. Yes, I got dirty, spinning around. And then whoever I landed on, my finger landed on, they picked out a skill from the bucket, and they were to teach us. It was like our first time being introduced to that skill. They had to teach us that skill. Now, the purpose of the interactive activity wasn't for us to, observe. Well, yeah, we had to observe them, but it wasn't for us to, I don't know, I guess, critique their performance. It was for us, the students, to, observe them and to see if they recognize if they performed a step incorrectly or omitted a step. When you are able to do that, okay, when you are able to do that, you are competent in that skill, right? Because you're recognizing mistakes, you're recognizing errors. And that's what I tell my students. When you're able to observe your classmate performing a skill and you say, oh, they need to do this, or they forgot to do this, or they performed this incorrectly, you're competent. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that when you go and perform that same skill, you perform it perfectly, because that is not what competence is. Competence is not being perfect. Competence is having the knowledge and the know-how on how to perform a skill, right? And we're not robots, okay? Nobody is perfect. So you yourself may forget a step, or you may perform something incorrectly. But as long as you recognize that, that is letting you know, that is letting the nurse aid examiner know that you are competent in that skill. I got a couple of comments here I'm just going to look at real quick. Awesome, that's good. See, Anna just said that she had an NAE that would actually vocalize to them, hey, are you forgetting something, or is there something else that you need to do, right? So you will have, there are some NAEs that are like that, The problem is you just don't know what type of NAE you're going to get. You don't know what type of NAE is going to be at that test site observing and scoring you. That's the only bad thing, right? But like I said, they vary. You're going to have some NAEs that, or some NAEs, like Miss Anna said, that, actually said, hey, do you need to do anything else, right? It's really important that you self-correct. As soon as you recognize that you have made a mistake, you want to stop and say, I need to make a correction, or oops, I forgot to do this, or I performed this incorrectly. I need to make a self-correction, okay? Don't just, when you recognize that you did omit a step or you performed something incorrectly, Don't self-correct without letting the NAE know, because if you switch things around, you're still not going to get credit for the step. You have to tell the NAE you need to make a self-correction. When you say that, the NAE will ask you, what do you need to correct? You'll tell them what you need to correct, and then that NAE will direct you or instruct you on where he or she wants you to, begin. Okay. They're not going to have you begin at the very beginning of the skill. It's just probably at the point where you need to make that self-correction. Okay. Hey guys, do y'all have any other questions for me? I hope I answered, Vaughn, I hope I answered all of your questions. If I did not, please comment again and ask the questions. I am going to be doing another video for my nurse aid instructors regarding fast track programs, because I have been getting a lot of comments from students who are currently in a fast track program, meaning that program is 6 or 8 weeks in length or less, and getting comments from students who completed a fast track program. Oh, you're welcome, Lady Light. It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. So I'm going to talk about that, and I'll probably post that video on my instructor video. Hint, hint, go and subscribe to that channel, please. Okay, so I probably will upload that video because it is for instructors. Oh, you're welcome, Anna. You enjoy your weekend too. Everybody enjoy your weekend. But I will do that. If not today, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to try to do as many videos as I can. Some of them will be live, some may not be live. If you have an idea or a suggestion for a video, please just comment. You can comment under this video or any video, or you can go to the community section and type in a comment on what video you would like to see. I know I got a really, really good suggestion from a subscriber, and I'm so sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry, I keep hitting this microphone. I forgot which subscriber it was, but they actually wanted me to do a mock interview because they're like, hey, I got my CNA certification. What about the interview, right? How should I, respond to certain questions? How should I dress? So that video is in the making. I will be doing that video also. What else, guys? Yeah, just if you have any suggestions, just let me know. I hope I'm not forgetting something to tell you all. Just again, your continued prayers. Prayer is powerful. It does work. So your continued prayers for my husband and my family. I am asking, please, please, please. Little Gabby, she wants her daddy here. Okay, she wants daddy here on earth. To watch her grow. I want my husband here. Okay. He's my best friend. He's my confidant. He's my lover. He's everything to me. I want him here on earth with me. So please pray, pray, pray that he gets strong enough to receive the heart transplant and the kidney. They're saying he needs a kidney transplant too. So a dual transplant. So please pray. Just continue your prayers. Also, the collaboration partnership with All About Socks. Hopefully that will pan out. Hopefully that will pan out. You know what, guys? I completely forgot to tell y'all about the steps in whatchamacallit. I'm so glad this book was getting ready to fall, but I'll do that real quick here in just a sec. The collaboration effort with All About Socks, they're going to be sending me some socks to test out. If their socks do what they say they do, you can best believe I will, promote their products. When I promote their products on my videos, I don't know if it'll be live stream or recorded video, but hopefully they will send me some giveaways that I can give to you. Yes. And also some discounts. Hi, Smith. How are you doing? Hopefully, they can give me some discount codes that you can use to go to allaboutsocks.com and purchase you some socks at a discounted price. Yeah, you know what? I believe that. I definitely do believe, Anna, that is a sign. Yes, I believe that. So I have that going on. I also have a subscriber that asked if I was still doing sign language. And it's like, you know what? That it's funny that, that subscriber brought that up, because for the past couple of weeks, even my students, they're like, hey, we're going on YouTube and we're actually seeing some videos, or I downloaded an ASL app and you were in the application doing American Sign Language. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's me. I probably looked a little younger, but that was me. But for the past couple of weeks, I actually had been thinking about restarting, because I had a Facebook page, almost 10,000 followers, where I actually taught basic ASL. And so I was seriously thinking about starting that up, because my students were like, oh my gosh, you should do this. And I'm like, well, I was actually thinking about doing it. I just haven't had time. But now that I have YouTube subscribers asking if I'm going to, start that up again, I probably will. And I'm seriously thinking about starting a third channel, ASL channel. So just stay tuned. I will let you all know. Oh, wow, Beth. Oh, wow. Wow. You know what? Congratulations, Beth. And it really like tears me apart when, I have, and Beth, you are not the only subscriber that has commented on, not having the best instructors, and how my videos were life-saving because they actually, played a role in your passing the exam. And it just like, I don't know, breaks my heart to know that, there are some instructors out there, and unfortunately there are, that, aren't really, I don't know, they're not passionate about what they do. That's another video that I'm gonna do on my instructor channel. So I know I probably get a lot of thumbs down in that video, but I'm only gonna be speaking the truth that, guys, if you are an instructor and if you are watching this video, or you're watching the replay of this video, you have got to have passion. You've got to be passionate about teaching and training an instructor, because we're doing this to, watch our students succeed. We want you to succeed. And that's why I do this. That's why a lot of other instructors do what we do, because we need CNAs. We need nurses, okay? Especially male CNAs. We need more male CNAs and we need more male nurses. But we do this, because we have a passion for it. And unfortunately, there are some instructors that do not have a passion for training. They do it because they feel it's easy. And I actually had one instructor that I consulted that did not have a passion for training. They just said it's easy. And any instructor that says, oh, this is an easy, job, it's not. It's not easy at all. So they're either just sitting on their buns and letting the students teach themselves. That's what's easy, right? Because it's not, because we put a lot of work. Those instructors who are passionate about what they do, they know we put a lot of background work into our instruction, into our lectures, into our interactive activities. And that shows our students that we care. We're not just there just to be there, right? We actually care. So I do have a few upcoming video topics. If you have other topics that you would like me to discuss, please do so. If you want me to start an American Sign Language YouTube channel, and I have like a couple of sign language videos out here floating around somewhere in YouTube, right? Let me know, okay? Let me know if you would be interested in that. And I will definitely, start that video up sooner, or that channel up sooner, because I have been thinking about it, just really busy. So anyways, let me get to this book real quick. Okay, 2 types of steps that you, the instructor, you, the student, you, the nurse aid candidate, need to become very familiar with. You have order-dependent steps and you have multitask steps. Those are the 2 most common types of steps that you will see listed in the steps in all of these skills, okay? Order dependent and multitask steps. Now, these are the 2 steps that really screw people up. Okay, this is where, they may make a mistake. And with your multitask steps, if you perform only one action that's listed in that step, you will not get credit for that step. So a good example would be like for the wash basins or the bath basins that you use for peri-care, catheter care, foot care, modified bed bath. For those skills, you have that wash basin, right? That pink, gray, green, whatever color your school has. The multitask steps is, one of them is for you to empty, rinse, and dry the basin. So it's 3 steps, okay? Empty, rinse, and dry. If you only empty the basin and then you go place it in the designated dirty area, you have not rinsed or dried. So you are going to receive a no, okay? A no, that's sign language, no, for that step, okay? So you have to perform all the acts that are listed in that step in order to get credit, okay? That is a multitask step. Or another good example would be when you're removing your gloves, right? It tells you to remove your gloves without self-contaminating yourself, to dispose of your gloves, and to verbalize washing hands. So if you remove your gloves without self-contaminating yourself and you dispose of them, but you do not verbalize washing your hands, you will not get 0 for that step. No, you'll get a no, okay? Not a yes, but a no, okay? So if you take your gloves off, but you take them off in a manner which you contaminate yourself and you dispose of them and you verbalize washing hands, you won't get credit for that step, okay? Because you did not take your gloves off in a manner which you would not contaminate yourself, okay? So those are your multitask steps. So any steps that have more than 1 act, maybe it has 2, 3, or 4, or 5 acts in that one step, you have to perform all of those you have to perform all of those acts, and you have to perform all of them correctly, or you will not get credit for that step, okay? Now, the second type of step are your order-dependent steps, okay? And order-dependent steps, you're gonna have, like in a good example is with bedpan, assist with use of bedpan. I think that's number 4, yeah. So, step number 3, let's see, step number 7, so steps number 3 and steps number 7 in assist with use of bedpan, that's skill number 4 in your Pearson VUE Nurse Aid Candidate Handbooks. Steps 3 and 7 in assist with use of bedpan, those are order dependent steps, okay? You have to perform one act before you perform another act, okay? And if you switch those around, okay, you won't get credit for the step. Okay, you won't get credit for it. So order dependent steps basically are steps that will have before you do this, the candidate needs to do this, or after the candidate, after the candidate does this, they need to do this. These are order dependent steps. Okay, so you have to perform a certain step or act before you perform the next one. Okay, now with ambulation. Ambulation has, let me count these steps. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ambulation has 6 order dependent steps. Steps 3 through 7. Okay, they are, I don't know if y'all can see this, order dependent steps. Okay, steps 3 through 7 say before assisting the person to stand. Oh, I can't talk this morning. Before assisting the person to stand, the candidate does this or the candidate does that. Now, those are order dependent steps. They're not order dependent on each other, like step number 3 isn't order dependent to step number 4, or step number 4 is not order dependent to step number 5. However, steps 3 through 7 are order dependent on step number 8. So you have to perform steps 3 through 7 before you perform step number 8. Okay, hopefully I'm making some sense. Now, because you have to perform all of those steps before you perform step number 8, you can perform steps 3 through 7 in any order you please because they're not order dependent on each other. So the best way to perform those steps would be to perform them in the most logical sequential order, okay? If you can still hear me or see me, yes, okay, I am back. Sorry about that interruption here. There we go, live again. I'm going to try to hurry because it's starting to disconnect and reconnect, and I don't want you all to miss out on anything. If you have any questions regarding the skill steps and the skills, please comment below or go to the community area of my channel and you can ask questions. All right, there are no dumb questions. I tell my students all the time, well, there are some dumb questions, there really are, but really, sincerely, the only dumb question is the question you do not ask, because trust me, you're not the only one that wants to ask that question. There's hundreds of other people that do. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will answer them to the best of my ability. If I don't have an answer or if I don't know, I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I have no shame in my game. I will tell you I don't know, but I will definitely find out for you and get back to you. Okay. So those 2 steps, order dependent steps and multitask steps, you need to be very familiar with. Okay. So I'm going to get ready to end this video. Oh my gosh, I sat here for almost an hour. So I'm going to get ready to go. I got to try to get things set up for my little girl's birthday. And then I have got to head to the hospital to visit and spend some quality time with my hubby. Again, please continue your prayers for my husband. I would not ask this if I didn't need them. Okay, I really do. I would not ask if I didn't need them. Let me know in this video or anywhere on my channel if you would be interested in subscribing to an American Sign Language channel, okay, that I'll create. And I have been thinking about, getting back into teaching that. So if you're interested in that, and you would, subscribe to that channel, just let me know, okay? Take a few seconds of your time to let me know. Let's see what else. The collaboration effort with All About Socks. As soon as I get their socks, I'm going to do a live video to let you know that I've received them. I'm going to show them to you, and then I'm going to test them out. And if I decide to, accept that collaboration offer, I will let you know. And again, hopefully they will send me giveaways to be able to give to you, maybe even some discount codes that you can use towards your purchase to allaboutsocks.com. Okay, so visit that website, as a matter of fact, allaboutsocks.com. They sell so many different socks that will help you, because most of the time you're going to be on your feet. As a CNA, as a nurse, as a doctor, we are always on our feet. And let me tell you, my feet will get tired really quick, fatigued. And when your feet get tired, your whole body just is introduced to fatigue, right? So, not promoting their items yet. Again, I'm waiting for them to send me samples, gonna test them out. And if they do what they say they do, I'm definitely going to consider doing that or accepting the collaboration offer with allaboutsocks.com. Wish my daughter a happy birthday, y'all. She just turned 10 on Halloween Eve. Tell Gabby happy birthday, all right? Continue to watch my videos. If you know anyone out there that needs help, especially if they are with Pearson VUE, please let them know about my videos, whether they're students or instructors. Again, subscribe to my second channel. Once this video processes, I will, when I get time, I will place the link in the description section of this video. Okay, I've got to go, guys. I know y'all are getting tired of me talking and my throat is getting tired, but I will see you all later. I hope I answered all of your questions. See you later. Ciao.